behind. He has to hope that the break has cleared his mind, cleared his thoughts.
77.
Well, wouldn't say that first 3 darts would give you much hope if you were an Adrian Lewis fan.
Absolutely, and it's a double-edged sword for Mervyn King to win the match and take the 2 league points, but also the legs difference at the same time, +8 before the game started here. He's 4 clear now, and this result, I reckon, if Mervyn King goes on and wins this game comfortably, as the form guide suggests at the moment, I think that would be enough. 99. I think you could put Mervyn King's name at Wembley, even though there's still plenty of action ahead over the course of the next few weeks, of course, with Aberdeen next week, Newcastle on the 6th of May, Nottingham on May the 13th. But this would be a massive result for this man, should he go on and complete the job.
Coming up next, the main event of the evening, the repeat of the World 65. Championship final. The Power against the Wizard. Don't miss that.
And the Wizard, who acquitted himself superbly in that World Final at the Alexandra Palace in January. Terrific display from him. He gave Taylor a scare or two, and he beat Taylor 6-2 last weekend as well. So it's very much game on last up here in Liverpool after this match here. King going for tops, and a trademark leg of darts from Mervyn King. 6-1, and just like another day at the office, a break of throw, and he's a leg away from securing at least a point, but surely on his way to victory.
Looks like it. Looks like Adrian Lewis needs a miracle. Throwing without any confidence, throwing really reminiscent of the way he threw in week 5 in Manchester against Simon Whitlock, when he, well, frankly, he couldn't have hit a barn door the way he was throwing that night. Missed a bucket full of doubles in Manchester. He missed 8 in one leg here, the 5th leg, and it really hasn't got any better since then.
But Rod, he's got to get himself together. He's got to win a couple more legs here, if possible, because the leg, we must emphasise again, the leg difference in such a tight league table can prove decisive.
I'm not sure he's thinking like that, though, Nigel, is he? And Mervyn King is thinking about one thing and one thing only, and that is steamrolling Adrian Lewis and getting himself out of here double quick with an 8-1 massacre.
Mervyn requires 41.
9 double 16 for a 7-1 lead. 41 the target for a 7th successive leg. It's a decent marker. He's just got to switch a little bit, and that's a beautiful tidy finish. And Mervyn King is a leg away from a convincing victory in what has been a big game for both players. Lewis has just been blown away, taken by surprise. What a performance from this man.
Well, who'd have thought it after Adrian Lewis took the opening leg of this match in 14 darts, and if it does finish 8-1, it will be the biggest pasting of the Premier League 2010, and King hits another maximum, and just look at where he's going to be if it carries on like this, in a very strong position.
78.
Yep, he would move on to 13. This is how it stands at the moment, and that legs difference that I was referring to, look at the difference between Lewis and Baxter, who's 1 place above him now.
60.
It could well be a critical night in Adrian Lewis's White and Mackay Premier League campaign.
He's playing himself out to playoff contention here. The Whitlock fans are in the house. The beard to be feared is here. And as we mentioned, he defeated Taylor in a floor tournament the other week. Not usually the best practice that night before a big TV appearance against the Power. Beating him in a tournament isn't the best.
Well, Phil will be up for it, you can be sure of that. As Mervyn King goes for treble 17 bull here. And Lewis looking for only the 2nd leg on the board. 47 he needs. Double 14 is the target now.
Well, I'll tell you what, why he's left himself double 14, I've no idea. His brain is completely fried and frazzled. He meant to hit 7, he hit 19, he's all over the place, he could be out of here in a minute. King wants 16 for his favourite double, double 8! Well, a rare slip from King.
Adrian requires 14.
Yep. And now Lewis sat on double 7 to restore a bit of pride. That's a nice tidy finish. That's what he can do. And another leg on the board for Adrian Lewis. Alas, it's too little too late, you get the feeling. And Mervyn King will just be a little agitated by the fact that he missed that opportunity there. He knows that perhaps he should have been celebrating the victory already.
Yeah, I think his reaction was interesting, wasn't it? It was to scowl, to frown, to shake his head in dissatisfaction. It wasn't the air of a man who went, oh, it doesn't matter, I'll just pick up with the next few legs as we go along. He has his game face on here and his A game for every leg, and he wants to get this finished quick.
It was a nice ton 40 from Adrian, though. Fighting for pride here. As we say, every leg vital, and he's got his game together nicely. He's building up the big scores here. Absolutely magnificent for a man who's staring defeat well and truly in the face. His third 180 of the match, and the 7th of the match between the two.
Well, we've seen some great sporting comebacks in all sports, Nigel, but if Lewis picks up a draw from here, it'll certainly be in the top 10 on the list, because at 7-1 down with Mervyn King 2 darts at a double, you wouldn't have given him a price, but hey, he's in with a chance here of getting it back to 3-7, one leg at a time.
Well, it would be a comeback of Istanbul proportions.
100.
He's wearing red, 2005. Treble 12, double 13 for Lewis now. Double 13 is the target.
55.
Well. King, can he finish it here? It would be some finish on 143. It's not going to happen, and Lewis could be on the verge now of 2 successive leg victories.
Adrian requires 26.
Double 13. It's another leg to Adrian Lewis. Mervyn King, look at Mervyn King's face.
Can't happen, can it?
I don't think it can. Can it?
60.
It's still a very, very unlikely scenario. 2 legs against the throw he would have to win.
139.
Mervyn King is still in complete command of this situation, but with every passing leg, the worm of doubt will eat away at him.
93.
Of course it will, absolutely. But another big visit from King here, a ton 40, and he'll have stolen the darts back here. Just needs to dip down a little bit.
100.
Nice steady ton, so he's still in a decent position in this leg now. Mervyn King to finish the game off. Lewis scrapping for survival in this match.
46.
But that's poor, and a chance for King now to really kick on and win this match with another leg one against the throw.
Not punishing. Well, the third dart was crucial, wasn't it? That throw of 46 from Lewis could be the one that really leaves him with an impossible job.
Yeah, and all you need is a ton. Well, for Mervyn, you only need a ton when your opponent's throwing so poorly. And credit to this man. Let's take our hats off to him, because after what happened last week, grabbed all the headlines after what happened last week in Sheffield with the crowd. But Mervyn King has got 57 left
40.
And 17 for tops for the match, and a convincing 8-3 victory. 17 for tops for the match. Mervyn King just got to dip down slightly.
17.
Well, it's not his favourite double, is it? And that's the reason why he'll always leave himself double 16 if he can. Lewis is on 170, he's on 90.
98.
Well, leaves 72, but it's still tops for the match for Mervyn King.
Deep breath for the match. Double 10. And Mervyn King, with a thoroughly professional performance, takes out Adrian Lewis, moves on to 13 points in the Premier League, and he's looking good for a place at Wembley.
Well, coming up next, it's the big one, the one that come to see a repeat of the World Championship final. Simon the Wizard Whitlock against Phil the